Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Hope moves off Brooke's property as mother-daughter feud erupts. The bold and the beautiful B&B spoilers hint that Hope Logan, Annika Noelle, could move off Brooke Logan's Katherine Lang property, so will Hope ditch the cabin as a mother-daughter feud erupts. B&B fans will recall that Brooke refused to kick Hope out despite Ridge Forrester's Thorsten K. pressure. That played a big role in how things fell apart for Ridge and Brooke, since he felt she should stand against her daughter. Although Brooke wasn't rooting for Hope to get fired or her line to get cut, she won't have much compassion during the week of March 24 to 28. Since Hope won't take any responsibility for her role in all the Forrester upheaval, Brooke will refuse to be sympathetic. Even after Hope and Carter Walton's Lawrence St. Victor relationship falls apart, Brooke won't offer comfort and tell Hope what she wants to hear. We'll see Brooke dish out some tough love instead and infuriate Hope in the process. Hope will be appalled when it seems like Brooke is siding with Steffi and the Forresters over her own flesh and blood. Despite Hope's belief that Brooke should be in her corner, she won't get the support she's looking for. Since Brooke and Hope are about to have a major showdown, could this be enough to change Hope's living arrangements? Even now, Brooke may not be willing to throw Hope out since it'd mean throwing Beth Spencer, Jordan Grace, out as well. However, Hope could decide it's time to pack Beth up and move elsewhere since she'll feel awfully betrayed. It's easy to imagine Hope announcing that she can't live on Brooke's property anymore under the circumstances. If Hope does move out, that news could remove a barrier when it comes to Brooke's reunion with Ridge. With Brooke out of the CEO seat and Hope potentially living somewhere else, could that open the door to Ridge taking his ex back? Ridge is committed to Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, right now, but we all know how fickle his heart can be. Perhaps Ridge could be tempted to move back in with Brooke and pick up where they left off. Watching Brooke turn against Hope could change things, especially if Hope moves out like Ridge wanted all along. The bold and the beautiful spoilers hint that Hope will have to make some updates to her life and nail down some predictions about her next chapter. Tensions have been running high in the bold and the beautiful, and as the drama continues to unfold, Hope Logan, Annika Noelle, is making a bold move that could forever change the dynamics between her and her mother, Brooke Logan, Katherine Lang. The quiet, family-oriented world that has long been associated with the Logan women is about to explode in a way no one saw coming. The peaceful nature of Hope's life on Brooke's sprawling property has been a source of stability, but now it's all on the verge of unraveling. The seeds of conflict for months, Hope has struggled to maintain a sense of balance between her career, her personal life, and her relationship with her mother. With Brooke constantly involved in the lives of her children, particularly Hope and her sister, Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline Missinswood, it was only a matter of time before a rift began to form. Brooke, a woman with a storied history of romantic entanglements, has long been the anchor in Hope's life. From her tumultuous relationship with Ridge Forrester, Thorsten K., to her often strained connections with her daughters, Brooke's influence is undeniable. However, as Hope has grown older and more self-assured, she's started to realize that her life and happiness cannot be shaped entirely by her mother's expectations and desires. The tipping point came when Hope found herself in an increasingly precarious situation. Between her marriage to Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, and the undeniable connection she shared with Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson, Hope's internal struggle between these two men left her vulnerable. And as we've seen time and time again, when a Logan woman is in turmoil, everyone feels the ripple effects. In this case, that included Brooke, who couldn't resist stepping in, trying to guide Hope toward the path she thought was best for her daughter. The fallout. Hope had always trusted her mother's judgment, even when it came to her personal and romantic life. But over the past few months, that trust has been shaken to its core. Brooke's overbearing nature, especially in her attempts to control the relationships in Hope's life, has pushed her daughter to a breaking point. The tension escalates during a heated conversation between the two women, one that goes well beyond the typical mother-daughter disagreement. Lies Hope's relationship with Thomas. Brooke has never fully accepted Thomas, not only because of his past, but also because of her constant desire to see Hope with Liam. As Brooke continues to pressure Hope to end things with Thomas, she inadvertently alienates her daughter. Hope, feeling misunderstood and suffocated, finally voices her frustration, and that's when the real fallout begins. "I'm not a child anymore, Mom," Hope says in an emotional confrontation. "I need to make my own decisions, and I can't do that if I'm constantly worried about what you think." Brooke, ever the protective mother, insists she only has Hope's best interests at heart, but Hope's frustration is clear. This argument, which starts as a simple disagreement, quickly spirals into a full-blown confrontation. And it's not just about Thomas, it's about the control and manipulation that Hope feels has been part of her life for far too long. Hope's bold move. After the explosive confrontation, Hope makes a decision that will send shockwaves through the Forrester-Logan family. She moves off Brooke's property. It's a drastic move that signals Hope is ready to step out of her mother's shadow and carve her own path. It's a symbolic act, one that signifies Hope is no longer willing to let her mother's influence dictate her every move. "I need space, Mom," Hope tells Brooke, her voice shaking with emotion. "I love you, but I can't keep living my life for you. I need to live it for myself." Hope packs up her things, leaving the home that has been her sanctuary for years. She feels conflicted, but the weight of her decision is something she knows she must carry. As she drives away from the property, Hope's emotions are a mixture of relief and sorrow. The woman she's always looked up to has become a figure of oppression in her life, and this breakaway is the only way for Hope to regain her sense of autonomy. Brooke, devastated by her daughter's decision, is left to ponder the consequences of her actions. While she has always had the best of intentions, she's now faced with the harsh reality that her relationship with Hope has reached a breaking point. What's next for Hope and Brooke? The question now becomes, what will the future hold for Hope and Brooke? Will their relationship ever be the same? Will Hope find peace in her new independence, or will she eventually long for the comfort of her mother's protection? Brooke, while heartbroken, may be forced to confront her own role in the rift between them. It's clear that her love for Hope runs deep, but her inability to fully let go may have pushed her daughter too far. Brooke may try to reach out to Hope in an attempt to reconcile, but this might not be something Hope is willing to forgive or forget easily. In the meantime, the dramatic fallout from this mother-daughter feud will certainly reverberate throughout the Forrester and Logan families. Liam, caught in the middle, is already feeling the weight of his own choices and the strain in his marriage. Will he side with Hope in this moment of crisis, or will his loyalty to Brooke come into play? As tensions rise, so too does the possibility of Thomas stepping in as a source of comfort for Hope, further complicating her already complicated relationships. The impact on Steffi and the Forrester family. While Hope's departure from Brooke's home is a blow to the Logan family, it also has significant repercussions for the Forrester family. Steffi, who has always been the more independent of the two Logan daughters, will likely be forced to take sides. As her own struggles with Liam and Finn, Tanner Novlin, continue, Steffi's relationship with Hope will undoubtedly shift as the tension between Hope and Brooke reaches new heights. The Forrester family dynamic is also being impacted by the fallout from this feud. With Thomas still harboring feelings for Hope, his interest in her could reignite, creating further complications in both his professional and personal life. As always, drama in the Forrester-Logan world rarely stays contained. It spills over, affecting everyone in its path. What's coming next? As Hope takes a bold step toward independence, expect the dramatic ripple effects to continue to unfold. The future of her relationships with Liam, Thomas, and Brooke is uncertain, and fans of The Bold and the Beautiful can expect the fallout from this mother-daughter feud to be far from over. Will Hope and Brooke repair their fractured bond, or is this the beginning of a permanent rift that could change everything? In the unpredictable world of The Bold and the Beautiful, anything is possible, and as we've seen time and time again, nothing is ever truly certain. One thing is for sure, Hope's decision to move off Brooke's property is just the beginning of a much larger drama that will keep viewers on the edge of their seats. Keep watching, because the storm is just starting to brew.